Okay, welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk about making sure you roll out in the correct direction while flying in intermediate mode. We just landed from the previous video, so the aircraft is still where it was, and so I'm in intermediate mode. I also see that the aircraft is pointing right at the pilot down the way here who has an apprentice too, so I'm going to start taxiing and actually make sure that the airplane is pointing away from anybody before I start my rollout. Okay, so now it's pointing out toward the far corner of the field, and we'll take off like that. It's always important to get your aircraft set up in the correct direction before you start your takeoff. So here we go. Power up to 70–80%. Nice gentle takeoff. Okay, so for rolling out, you roll in, you center the ailerons, you pull it around, and then you roll it out. Okay, so what happens when you don't do that? I'll show you what happens. Okay, up to 60 degrees of bank, so you start a turn, and you go, whoa, no, that's too much. So I hit the panic button, okay? So if you haven't practiced with the panic button yet, you need to try it. Okay, just so you know how it behaves when you need to use the panic button. So I'm going to start a turn and hit the panic button, and so you can see how quickly the panic button both, and in that case you saw it pull the nose up because it was heading downward, and I'm going to pull the power back to 50% here because I'm going a little fast. So I'm going to start a turn, hit the panic button, and it immediately comes back to level flight. So I'm going to start another turn here and hit the panic button. And you can see, well, maybe you didn't see that one. Let me try that again. I'll have it coming toward me. Okay, so it's coming at me, and panic button, and back the other way. So the panic button is your friend. Use it cautiously, but know how to use it. And as far as rolling out in the wrong direction, so if I start a turn at 30 degrees of bank and I note, oh, that's the wrong way to roll out, all you have to do is what I just did, which is not hit the panic button, but go the opposite direction that you just tried to roll out with. So I'm turning to the right. Now I got to put in left aileron to roll out, go back to the right again. And if I go to the right some more, it goes too much that way, so I got to go back this way. So when the aircraft is coming at you, it can be confusing as to which way to turn. Part of having experience with this aircraft is knowing which way to roll out, and it has to come naturally at some point. You do need to think about it maybe at the beginning. So here's how I think about it. I start a turn to the right, so I'm thinking left aileron to roll out. Left, 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 left. Okay, back to right. And left. Okay, left and right. If you don't know your left from your right, you might have a hard time flying airplanes. So that's the topic of rolling out in the correct direction. The last thing I'll leave you with in terms of rolling out in the correct direction is actually rolling into a turn in the correct direction. So I'm coming at me, I want to go left. Oh, that's right, I'll go left. Okay, so what I did there is something you can do, which is don't overcommit to the turn until you're sure you're in the right direction. So I'm going to roll out here, and I want to go, I'm going to want to go left again. So I go, oh, that's the wrong way, let's go this way. So never commit to your turn until you're certain that the aileron is moving in the correct direction. That's extremely important. So don't overcommit your turn until you have made sure that you're going to roll out or roll in the correct direction, because rolling in the wrong way can be just as detrimental as rolling out. Okay, that's enough for this video. We're going to land And again, I'm going to pull the power back as I start my turn and do a landing right in front of the camera, I hope. Hey, right in front of the camera. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.